What up? Okay, let me get up. I'm tired. But I gotta do this video because I'm not gonna have time to do it tomorrow. I've been getting a lot of requests to do Cocoa Butter Kisses tutorial. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it because people keep asking me to do it. But I just want you to know that these are not easy shapes. So just work on it. You can do it. I promise. But I tried to simplify it as much as I could. But it's just the way that the voicings are. It's not too guitar friendly. So I'm gonna just show you how I played it and go from there. Alright, so the chords, I'm gonna just play them real slow. Alright, your wrist hurt already, don't it? Just looking at that, it's like, what is that? Alright, so I'm gonna show you what that is. What I'm doing is, okay, I have my first finger on the 5th fret of the B string. Okay, and then I have my pinky on the 7th fret of the G string and my ring finger on the 7th fret of the D string. Okay, so far you have, so I'm on 5, 7, 7. Okay, then with my middle finger, oh, I'm sorry, can y'all see that? So I have my first finger on the 5th fret of the B string, pinky on the 7th fret of the G string, ring on the 7th fret of the D string. Then I have my middle finger on the 7th fret of the low E string. Alright. And then with this hand, let me pull it over here. I'm just pulling. So I got the low E string, I got my first finger on the D string, my middle finger on the G string, and my ring finger on the B string. So I got, alright. So that's the first chord. You can play this, I think in the video I played it with electric guitar. You can play it with electric, you can play it with acoustic, you can play it with a banjo, a flute, whatever you want to play it with. Do your thing. So you got. Then I'm just doing a little walking bass line. Alright, so I'm hitting F sharp, F, and then open E. So the F sharp is, the note F sharp is just this camera angle is really not happening. Is the 2nd fret of the low E string. And then you're going to hit the 1st fret of the low E string, then you're just going to hit open. And over here, I'm literally just with my thumb going. So you got, so far, you got, what's going on with this camera? You got, okay, so what am I doing here? I'm literally just grabbing kind of like a, it looks like an E, don't matter. I got my middle finger on the 7th fret of the A string, my first finger on the 6th fret of the D string, and my ring finger on the 7th fret of the G string. Okay, and I'm pulling all those again. Okay, so far we got the first chord. Alright, then the next chord I have, okay, so I'm hitting the bass note, I'm hitting the 5th fret of the low E string, and then I'm barring with my ring finger. Think of it like I'm playing a D major bar chord, but instead of D as the root, I'm playing A as the root. And you could play an open A string like that, or you can go like that. You can hit the actual A note. So what this finger's doing is barring the D, G, and B string, and then you can either play like that, or you can play it like that. That might be easier. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and I don't know whoever thought it was a good idea to skin a cat. I don't know even know where that saying came from. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. So you can do it like that. I'm hitting the 5th fret of the low E string with my same fingers barred here, or you can do open A. I'm just pulling an open A string, and then I'm pulling. Okay, so far. That's probably the easiest thing. When I look back in the video, I don't even think I did that. But now that I'm looking back, this is probably easier than what I did, which was that. But it's the same exact thing. This note is A. And it's just different ways to do it. Alright. Then the very last chord. Wait. There we go. So I'm playing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6th fret of the low E string with my thumb, and you don't have to play this bass note if you don't want to, but it is the note that's in the chord. So and then I'm playing over here. It's kind of like a diminished. Think of it as like a C sharp diminished shape, but I'm moving the bass note to B flat. Yeah. So, anyways, what am I playing here? I have my first finger on the 8th fret of the D string. I have my ring finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and my middle finger on the 8th fret of the B string. Alright. Think of it like a D major shape, kinda, but you're right here. Okay, you're right here on the D, G, and B strings, and you are on the 8th and the 9th fret. Okay, and then grab that. Alrighty, let's put it all together. We got don't ever do that. Wait, that's I'm so tired. That's not right. That's not right. Help! I'm so tired. What's wrong with me? I'm sorry. Okay. Don't do that. Wrong chord. First chord, we are on the 5th fret and the 7th fret. Ready? I'm going really slow. Alright, this is the one that's kind of like weird. We'll do it one more time. Very slow. Alright, so that is the chords. That's what I heard. I just listened to it and learned it. So I hope that helps somebody. I just got done watching the Super Bowl, even though I don't even know what happened. I wasn't watching it. I was doing something else.